I'm Sean Higgins with North Carolina State Parks, and we are on a bug safari. There are thousands of species of bugs in your neighborhood. Bugs are invertebrates. They're insects, spiders, snails and worms, animals without backbones. And clinging to these bushes are tons of bugs. We're gonna shake a shrub and have them fall out. They're gonna rain down on a white sheet, and we'll be able to see all these hidden bugs in there. Now, scientists use a beet sheet, which is pretty much just a white sheet with some sticks forming an X, and they hold it under some shrubs, and they will beat it with a stick or shake it with their hand. But you don't even need special equipment. All you need is a light colored towel, or a napkin, or even an old smelly t-shirt. You just need something light in color because most of the bugs are brown or black or light green, and that's an adaptation to help them stay camouflaged in the bushes. All right, I'm gonna lay the sheet down underneath my shrubs, and then I'm gonna give these shrubs a good shake for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can also get a stick and give 5 good blows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then you got to be quick with your jar because some of the flying insects will get away quickly, but then some of the spiders, like this little guy crawling across, you can scoop up. You can see I have a whole ecosystem here on my beet sheet. Some of the plants, the producers have fallen off, but there are consumers of plants like this katydid, and there are spiders and beetle predators all around.
To catch your bugs, use your lid to kind of push them in, but be careful. We don't want to squish these insects. Or just try and get them to crawl in.
One of the best places to look for bugs is under a rotting log. Now, this log is at the end of a tree's life cycle, and it's still so important to the ecosystem, giving food to decomposers, turning back into the soil for the next producers, whether they're trees or flowers. So some things to keep in mind: any size log will work as long as you can roll it, and roll it towards you. That way, if there's any mice or snakes underneath, they can run away from you. And let's roll this carefully and see what we find. There's a whole ecosystem just under here. Oh, I see termites. We won't pick those up. And ants and slugs, snails and mushrooms. Oh, and let's see what this is right here. When you're done looking underneath the log, roll it back where you found it. That's a unique ecosystem with some non-living characteristics like being very wet, moist, and cool. The animals under there are adapted for that environment, and they won't survive if we leave this log exposed to the sun. So we're gonna put that back, and all of the animals we may have caught back into their ecosystem. So you can catch bugs with your beet sheet or by rolling logs, but sometimes you find things when you look very carefully, just with your eyes. The time that you see a spider in a web, it's a female. The females do all the work to build the web, and the males hang out on the side. If you take your spray bottle and spray the web, it doesn't hurt the spider, but the little water droplets cover the silk, and so you can really see the wonderful design on that orb web. There's silk strands that go and connect to the branches, and then the sticky strands are the ones that go all around in this circular spiral shape, and that's the sticky ones.
Look at this caterpillar. It looks so much like a stick. I wonder what moth or butterfly it could turn into.
Probably familiar with this bug, which is a pill bug or roly-poly. Not an insect, it's a crustacean related to crabs and shrimp.
So a few safety things that you need to know when you're going out and looking for bugs is always know that an adult knows where you are. Most of the time you really need to bring water and know how to identify poison ivy. And then once you're done, definitely check for ticks, unless it's the winter. But it's still good to do it then. And then it's also really important is putting the bugs back. So here you can see I got a little bug, and I'm gonna put him back right here where we found him. Because some animals cannot actually survive if you take them away from where you found them. There he goes.
I just found a flat-backed millipede underneath a log. It's kind of a decomposer, eating rotting logs and mushrooms and turning them back into soil. Oh, and it kind of tickles with all of those legs. This guy's harmless. It does emit a poison, hydrogen cyanide, out of its backside, and that deters predators. And it actually kind of smells like cherry Coke. Now, scientists have found 124 million different bugs in North Carolina in an area the size of a football field. With that many neighbors, it's good to get to know a few of them.